So will he put on a jersey again? We don't know yet. Hopefully he does, because I don't think international football will be the same without him when he is still playing.
Down to the wire.
Welcome back to Down to the Wire. I'm Andres Franken,
And I'm Shawn and Andres.
and today we're going to be talking about Messi's retirement.
How do you feel about that?
Well, obviously, as an Argentina fan and a huge supporter of Messi, I can't say this comes as a surprise to me, but it does pain me a lot, obviously, for him to say something like that. Obviously, we're not sure if he really means it. If you watch the interview, it looks pretty heartfelt. Like, he looks like he really is convinced that he's not going to come back to the national team. But obviously, it was immediately after losing the final to Chile. So his immediate feelings especially after missing the penalty, do come into play. But I think when you look at the situation, you have to realize how complex it is. I think a lot of people are really judging him based on his decision on very limited knowledge. People are saying that he's quitting on the team, and they don't really understand the true reasons to why he's leaving, if he's really leaving.
Yeah.
And I think this is a topic that's definitely worth discussing.
Yeah, for sure. I think people are jumping to conclusions. They don't know the true background as to why things are happening the way they are happening. Obviously, the timing is not the greatest after Argentina losing to Chile in penalties. Messi skying a penalty, God knows where. But I feel like just because of the timing, he is going to get a lot of scrutiny for it, but it's undeserved. Messi has always, for whatever reason, Argentinians have not all of them, but most of them have not accepted him as their own. They've always, put him under a microscope. As understandably, he is the best player, but for Argentina, let me correct myself before anyone gets carried away.
It's now been recorded. Shawn said that Messi is the best player
for Argentina, but I feel like it's undeserved. A lot of the things he gets from their fans.
Okay, well, let's talk a little bit about why he said that he's retiring. I think there are three different things you can look at here. The first one is the criticism that he gets, the unfair comparisons to Maradona, the amount of responsibility that's placed on his shoulders. Let's talk about that for a little bit first. Messi has been criticized harshest in Argentina, for sure. He's criticized by a lot of people, but like you said, people in Argentina don't accept it as his own or as their own. They've criticized him from everything, including singing the national anthem, or rather not singing the national anthem, to his lack of international success. I think the anthem thing is a little ridiculous. Messi left Argentina when he was a kid. He was like 8 or 9 when Barcelona picked him up. And obviously he didn't go to school in Argentina, or if he did, he went for a couple of years, didn't learn the anthem properly, comes back, and then gets a lot of backlash for not singing it. Argentina's...
Sorry to interrupt you, but let's not forget that the part of the song they play...
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Argentina's national anthem is extremely long. The part of the anthem that they usually play before games usually doesn't contain any words. So saying that he doesn't really want to play for Argentina because he doesn't sing the national anthem.
Don't you know he's supposed to lip sync to the tune?
Well, the fans do, but either way, it's ridiculous. Now, moving on to his comparison to Maradona, that's also a very unfair comparison. I think Maradona was an amazing player, but I think he's not the brightest light bulb around. He's not a very good person. He always opens his mouth at the worst moment. He criticized Messi before this tournament, saying he didn't have the leadership to be the captain of Argentina. And then after Messi says he's going to retire, Maradona turns around and suddenly wants Messi back on the team. Maradona flip-flops like this all the time. Maradona was the one that gave him the captain's armband in 2010. So for him to criticize him makes absolutely no sense. He's saying, I don't think he's fit to be captain 4 years after giving him the captain's armband. Or 5, 6 years, actually. And that's ridiculous. Also, if we're talking about the two types of players they're very different players. And Maradona is praised for the World Cup that he won in '86 with Argentina. Do you know how many of the 3 goals that Argentina scored in the final were scored by Maradona? Zero. Zero. And Maradona never won a Copa America with Argentina. He just has the one World Cup to count. And if Higuain had scored against Germany in 2014, Argentina would have won the World Cup, and Messi would be even with Maradona. So soccer's a whole team sport. You can't compare these two players and say one's better because he was lucky enough for his teammates to score on the chances they had at their World Cup final.
Yeah, and then speaking of Higuain missing in the World Cup, he also missed a breakaway in the Copa America, put it wide. That could have easily won them the championship and got them Copa America as well. So I feel Maradona's criticism of Messi, especially after you mentioned giving him the armband and then wanting it taken back and then saying come back after he retires.
All over the place.
Yeah, he's all over the place. I think he's better off just shutting his mouth. He's retired. He's no longer coaching the team. He has nothing to do with this team anymore. He has no influence. I think it's better if Maradona just stays out of it.
I think we should move on to the second point, which I wanted to talk about, which is the lack of success that this team has, and we can kind of transition into this talking about Higuain. You know, it takes a lot of talent to win international competition, but it also takes a lot of luck, and it takes a lot of like right moments at the right time, and it just hasn't happened for Argentina. They have a lot of talent, but they just haven't been able to make their chances at the important moments. Higuain has missed huge chances in every single final that they played in the last 3 years. Aguero missed a really good chance that he should have scored in the game on Sunday. And like I was saying, you can't put all the responsibility on Messi when this is a team sport.
Yeah, as an athlete, it obviously takes a lot out of you going to 4 finals in total and losing all 4. And the last 3 especially, all in extra time, 2 of them going to penalties. It's obviously exhausting. He puts a lot into this team, and it is a team effort, like you said. No one's going to win a championship, especially in soccer, single-handedly. There's no way. So, yeah, it is a team sport. They have a lot of talent, especially up front. There's got to be someone other than Messi to put that ball in the back of the net. And if it doesn't happen for whatever reason in the finals, so be it. It's not meant to be, like Messi said. But I don't think he should be getting all the blame for that. He is a world-class talent. There's no doubt about that. But he can't be expected to score every game. Like, I don't even remember in the final on Sunday if he had a real quality chance just because of the defending that Chile was doing against him, right? So when you have no opportunity to score a goal because of the defense against you, your teammates have to step up.
Yeah, and then I think the third thing we need to get to is the state of soccer, specifically the Soccer Association in Argentina, AFA. And this is a complete mess right now, and it's probably the biggest reason why Messi has decided that he wants to retire from soccer. Argentina's Football Association is full of corruption. There are so many issues right now. Money that's supposed to be going to local teams for the local league was found to be going to the executives of the committee and politicians. The association, which used to be 20 soccer team league, like is common around the world, was turned into a 30-team, 2-conference weird thing because a team in the top flight that was one of the executives' favorite teams was about to get relegated. So supposedly that's why they changed all that. The team's flights were all over the place. They arrived late to Foxborough for their final in USA against Chile, which probably affected their schedules, obviously affected their schedules. Just such a huge mess right now. A boat that was really important for the association, where 75 people voted, finished in a 38-38 tie. That's 76 votes. 75 people somehow produced 76 votes. This organization was so corrupt, is so corrupt, that FIFA, one of the most corrupt groups in the world, had to step in and replace everyone with their own committee.
Yeah, it's pretty bad when FIFA has to step in and save your committee. It's just really, really horrible.
So it all adds up. I think that one is one that people don't know about, and I think it's a really important thing to consider when we're talking about this topic. And I think the right thing for Messi to do is to come back. I think he needs to prove all these people wrong that have been saying that he should leave the team, that are saying he's a quitter, that are being hypocritical. I think he needs to come back and prove them wrong, but I understand if he doesn't.
Yeah, there is a lot of factors that play into what he said, the timing of it, right after a final. But like you said, the right thing would be for him to come back, and I hope he does come back because he has a great talent to watch, and I don't think his best years are behind him. By far, he is still got a lot of soccer ahead of him.
Thank you for watching our video. Thank you for those of you that have subscribed to our channel. Please remember to
like, comment, and subscribe, and we will be back next week with our big challenge. It is our monthly challenge, so it's just gonna be a challenge video next week, and we will see you guys later.
Down to the wire.